Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we're going to finish our very first heroic unhinged card, which is of course going to be Karrion Kross. We've got the LA Knight Kane, we're about to get the heroic Karrion Kross. Also, we have just completed this week's daily streak, which has given us a Tomaso Champa, and next week's daily streak is going to give us the second version of the NXT Championship, also known as Goldie by Tomaso Champa, which is an equipment for Tomaso Champa that increases toughness, and it's going to be an unhinged card, so that's going to be well worth getting. So absolutely make sure to always click on your daily streaks, which you can find right here, and so long as you log into that once every single day for the next 7 days, you'll get that Tomaso Champa equipment, which will be very, very cool. What we're going to do is we are going to forge a Tomaso Champa before we get this Tomaso Champa so that we can make a pro of him, and that will certainly help out with the toughness equipment. Now, I'm not going to shy away from the fact that there is still the issue of people that abuse the exploit glitch, and there's now people out there with unlimited credits that have just went ahead and absolutely, destroyed the online. I've seen people complain that they went into a team stomping ground and one of the opponent's players just had, like 4 fortified 3 abysses, and you just can't win. I've seen the same reports with things like King of the Ring as well, and of course anything else that has any kind of online playability is just completely ruined because of this free gift exploit. I won't comment on it any further because Cat Daddy still haven't said anything about it. People are saying that Cat Daddy aren't going to be in the offices until Monday, and then they'll look at it, which personally I think is a little bit of an excuse. I would be very, very surprised if everyone that works in Cat Daddy just saw what was going on. We were like, nope, we're on holiday until Monday, and then we'll deal with it. I think they have certainly been well aware of the situation and have just decided not to comment on it. They are trying to sweep it under the rug until people are less angry about it, and then they'll make a comment about it at some point in the future. But I've already seen some people have quit the game. Some people that have, lost King of the Ring or played a TCG or TSG even, and I've seen quite a lot of unhappy people. I've seen a lot of people scared that their accounts might get banned. I don't think they will ban your account. I don't know what the solution is, but we will wait to hear from Cat Daddy. I go into much more detail in a previous video that I did last night. So if you haven't seen that, do be sure to check it out. It's very informative, a lot of information there. But for the meantime, we're just going to try and play Supercard and try to continue on despite the atrocities that have happened with the exploit glitch, and that there's now an incredible unbalance in the game where there are players that just have unlimited credits, unlimited super coins, unlimited abysses. They've F3'd essentially every single unhinged card that you can get, because every single time you click that free gift, you got another unhinged card as well. And of course you also get the rewards from the psychopath as well. So I do not know what the solution is with Cat Daddy and W Supercard. We may very well be on the tail end of W Supercard because of this. I'm not sure how they recover from it. I personally feel like I am put off of buying any credits now that I know that there are people that just have infinite credits for free, and the people that have got all the infinite credits for free are no longer willing to spend any money in the game because they don't need to. And I think that Cat Daddy are going to see a tremendous loss in the revenue that W Supercard makes, and I think it's going to affect them. And the thing is, the people that are the developers for the game are not the people that are in charge. The ones that are in charge are the ones that look over the financial statistics, and they just decide the game is no longer viable and just decide to cancel the game. So that is what we don't want to happen. And I really do think that Cat Daddy really need to address the problems that happen with the exploit glitch as quickly as possible and to do something about it. I don't know what your solution is going to be, but I think something really needs to be done. And if you guys have a proper solution, do make sure to leave it in the comment section below here, because they will look at it. I said in the previous video that they will look over your comments there as well. They are aware that videos like these go up, so there certainly is at least one person on the Cat Daddy team that do look at these, look and see what the community is saying, if the community are upset, how bothered the community are and such. And the last thing we want is Cat Daddy just going, we'll just leave it, because that will kill the game. That is a guarantee. With that said, folks, let's go ahead and get the heroic Karrion Kross. I do not have the usual excitement that I have of getting a heroic from this, because, well, I know that a double heroic Karrion Kross is not going to match up realistically to 10 F3 abysses. So it sucks, and we really need to see what Cat Daddy are going to do about it. But let's go ahead and get our very first ever Unhinged Heroic from this. We are taking on Texas Tuesday, which I believe was a very old WWF pay-per-view. It was this Tuesday in Texas. And we can get one Pro Forging Crystal from this. Let's go ahead and we'll put Ray Phoenix up here. Okay, he's taking on Seth freaking Rollins. We managed to win that one. So we are going to put a Rusev over here. Let's hope that we're able to beat Shawn Michaels. And we are, so we do have the Pro Forging Crystal. Next up, I think I'm going to put John Cena here so that we have an up and down arrow on both sides. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. And unfortunately lost that match, so since we can't get perfect, I'm just going to put Eddie Guerrero here instead. It's going to be John Cena versus his doppelganger. And our John Cena did manage to pick up the victory. We're just going to put Vader in here to finish off the game. And we have 175 picks remaining. That is because we're not allowed to go over the maximum limit of 500, which is ridiculous. And because Cat Daddy doubled the picks, and, well, we just weren't able to get rid of them. So let's go ahead. We got a Trick Williams. Oh, we've got the Heroic Event Badge, the Invasion Road Case, and there's our Heroic upgrade. And I did that one a little bit early there, but we do have our Heroic Karrion Kross. So the skull in the top right has changed from green into silver. It's got metal over it, it's got spikes. We can now see that there is a Terminator-esque arm over here on the right-hand side. This part was here before, but I think it looked a little bit different. There's now these spikes on the sides here, and it also has a little silver kind of lining across the bottom part here. And I think it still had these animations before, but the animations look a little bit different. The little green sparkle in the eye of the skull certainly looks a little bit different. But those seem to be the changes of our Heroic Karrion Kross. He does seem to be pretty strong. We're going to go ahead and dust both of those as well. And now that we have our Karrion Kross, we're going to go over here. We're going to take a look at our male down arrows. And yeah, I think we are going to get the Tomaso Champa. I'm pretty sure that Tomaso Champa is a down arrow. Let me just absolutely make sure with the card catalogue. We just go to Tomaso Champa. We have plenty of them. There he is. And he is indeed a down arrow. I just wanted to 100% make sure. Sometimes an arrow can change. It's not very often, but it does happen on occasion. I think this is the earliest Tomaso Champa that we are loading up. There he is. That is the youngest looking Tomaso Champa that we have. players like Triple H, for instance, have changed their arrow over time. The most recent ones are, of course, up arrows. But if we go all the way to the bottom, they used to be a left arrow. And they were left arrow for quite a while. They changed... Was it in Season 2? Yeah. I think it was Season 2 that they changed so that the up arrow Triple H could tag with the down arrow Shawn Michaels. I think that is the reason that they did that. So we are going to go ahead and get ourselves a Pro Tomaso Champa. Now let me show you why. We're going to forge the Tomaso Champa first, because forging a regular Tomaso Champa costs 432 forging tokens and 4,500 super coins. But if we were to try and forge a Pro, it costs 9,000 super coins, 432 forging tokens, and an additional 72 Pro forging tokens. So to save on the super coins, to make it 4,500 as opposed to 9,000, we're going to go ahead and get the Tomaso Champa first. So yes, we're going to go ahead and forge that. And there he is. There is our unhinged Tomaso Champa. And of course, when we equip the NXT title belt on him, he is going to be very, very strong. And now we're going to go into our rewards and claim our daily streak reward, which is going to be our Pro Tomaso Champa. Now, if we claimed that Tomaso Champa first, it would have cost us 9,000 credits to get the Pro. So that's why it's always better to Pro the card before you get the other one. And we're going to go ahead and lock down that Tomaso Champa as well. Let's go ahead and claim our last daily streak as well, which was the Sensational Sherry. And we're going to go ahead and close those, get rid of them. Let's take a quick look over here. We've got our free bonus pack, which gives us a 5% chance at a Ethan Page. It's also going to give us 10 skull tokens, so certainly well worth grabbing. There's an old school Aleister Black as well. And we're going to go ahead and try kick out once again. And as per usual, we're going to put our big money on the females, and then we're going to go for the left and right and hope that we get a male up or down arrow to start us off. That is a female, which ruins our 3 and our 4, which is very bad because now we've only got a 14 and a 7. Well, surely it can't be a female 2 times in a row. Okay, we got a male this time. So that is going to get us a little bit more points. We're going to put it on the times 21 multiplier once again. This is a 50-50 chance, and we're going to go for the one on the left. And we got it. So we've managed to get over 100 points at least. I mean, we need to get over 1,000 to get the maximum reward. Now, I think this next one is going to be a female, so I'm going to put these on the male this time. Because statistic probability chance says that this one is going to be more likely to be a male. And I was correct. And now it's once again 50-50, it could be either of them. But I'm still going to go for the 21 times multiplier because it's so much faster than going for a times 7 multiplier or times 3 multiplier. So let's go ahead and try it one more time. Let's go ahead and gamble. We're going to go for the middle one. And that was enough to beat us, unfortunately. We're just going to go ahead and claim an exit there. We did get a dual Tiffany Stratton. And a dual Ludwig Kaiser. Then we've got a singular skull token as well. And, well, I think that is going to be it for this little video, folks. But before we wander off, I believe that Go and try. Oh, actually, I think it's yes. I'm going to give a huge shout out to the wonderful Ron the Truth Killings, R-Truth, who was let go from WWE, or at least he will be let go after his contract ends. He just had one of the best matches of his career against John Cena in the Saturday Night Main Event, and I think it's a real shame that WWE are letting R-Truth go. I'm really hoping that he will show up somewhere else, possibly TNA, possibly AEW, or if he just wants to retire, that is also completely fine. But a huge, huge shout out to R-Truth, who has been a wonderful, wonderful, entertaining wrestler. He was one of the first TNA champions, I believe. I think he was the second TNA champion, beating Ken Shamrock. And, of course, he has the record for the most 24/7 title runs in WWE. We never really saw him at the proper highest tier in WWE. He had a couple of runs with John Cena when he was a heel R-Truth with Little Jimmy. We saw him with some career highlights with The Miz, with the Awesome Truth. And, of course, there's a tremendous amount of things that he did with 24/7 Championship that brought a lot of entertainment to all of us. So I'm sure that he will go on to do whatever it is that R-Truth wants to do. Maybe he will once again team up with the Road Dogg, just as he did in TNA with no, it was in WWE. It was back when he was K-Quick. It was Road Dogg and K-Quick there, and then he went to TNA as Ron the Truth Killings. Then he came back to WWE as R-Truth. Well, I think that is going to be it for this little video, folks, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.